You probably already know me already because I always introduce these videos. This video is a Let's Talk Doctor Who video. Let's Talk Doctor Who is basically a conversation between two Doctor Who fans, or between one person who likes the show and another person who casually watches it. Basically, it's an insight into how people have grown up with the show. The fundamentals are you get two people that watch the show. One person obviously does the video, and the other person's the one that's being questioned. It doesn't necessarily have to be me. In fact, in the future, I'm hoping that other people can contribute to Let's Talk Doctor Who and perhaps make their own videos and upload them to the channel, which would be awesome. This particular video is of me and Stacey. She's my 5th person to do a Let's Talk Doctor Who. She's lovely, I'm sure you'll like her. She's Welsh, she likes McFly, and she also helps admin the Doctor Who Series Analysis Facebook page with me and Jade, so she's one to look out for. Me and Stacey did this video a week ago, I think, but that's okay, because I think I have my transmat, so we should be able to go back without any problems, so here we go. Whoa! This is basically where they filmed the episode The Snowmen. All the area you can see behind us, they used to film the invisible ladder scene in that episode. So basically, the parts they filmed here were her going, "Doctor! Doctor! Doctor!"
Doctor! Doctor!
And like Jenny basically pulling her away. That was filmed in the area you can, well, the area behind us. And yeah, the main part of what they were filming here was the invisible ladder scene, which is basically the Doctor, the first time you see the Doctor go up to his TARDIS in the episode, which is basically in the clouds. Won't spoil it too much for you, but he gets a invisible ladder. He goes over there, and he kind of goes pulls it down, and climbs up the ladder.
Ladder disappears.
Ladder disappears, and obviously Clara Oswald's like, what the hell just happened?
Where did he go?
So she does that. For the whole night, me and my friend Maggie, who was actually my first ever Let's Talk Doctor Who on this channel.
You're William Hartnell.
She was my William Hartnell. So the whole evening was Matt Smith going up some scaffolding and Jenna following him from the tree over there. And yeah, cool.
Just thought you'd bring me here as I'm visiting.
Since Stacey came to Bristol, I thought I'd revisit the area. Oh, bit of a bad boy racing over there happening.
Wheel spinner.
Wheel spinning. Someone who can drive.
In a KA.
Cool. So Stacey,
Yeah.
or Gwen,
Gwen.
as you're otherwise known,
Yeah.
you're the Peter Davidson of our Let's Talk Doctor Who things, right? She's person number 5, so she's Peter Davidson. Maggie was William Hartnell. Jade was Patrick Troughton. Nikki was John Pertwee. Relia was Tom Baker, and
I'm Peter Davidson.
You're Peter Davidson. How do you feel about that?
Well, he's related to David Tennant, so...
Yeah. I wonder who's going to be David Tennant. Let's Talk Doctor Who.
That is quite badass.
That's got to be a bit of a special person.
It's got to be like, they've got to like be really good. And
yeah.
I think I should have been David Tennant.
You'd have to wait a hell of a lot longer to be David Tennant. Do you want to explain a little bit about yourself?
Just put it spare a bit, cheers.
Sorry. Interesting. So, what's your name?
I'm Stacey, also known as Gwen, because from Wales.
Therefore, she has to be Gwen, because Gwen is obviously from the valleys.
From the valleys.
Torchwood.
Lame Welsh accent.
Whatever. It was amazing.
Okay.
Whatever. I want to wear those sunglasses.
Okay.
Oof. So,
Living the bling around them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. So this is Gwen, aka Stacey, from the valleys.
Not Stacey, aka Gwen. Gwen, aka Stacey.
For the purpose of clarification, this is Stacey, aka
Gwen. Ben, aka Scosh.
Oh, you know me by now, right?
No, you don't know you were Scosh.
You were also an admin for our page, aren't you? Yeah?
Yes.
She's one of the 3 admins on the Doctor Who Series Analysis page.
I was the one that went to the BBC proms in London last weekend.
She doesn't put pictures up on the
No,
page.
no, I'm still going through them and editing them and stuff. But it was amazing.
She's yet to put the pictures up.
Ben's seen the videos.
I've seen the videos and
really...
I love them and they're amazing. And even the BBC footage that I've seen so far with Matt Smith going, "Hello, Albert Hall!" And
I was there to experience it live.
You were?
With his bald head.
For about a £5 as well.
Yeah, £5.
Oh.
But I queued up for 10 hours for that.
She's, yeah, you did. she's actually filmed all of that, so you can watch it wherever.
Well, yeah, I did like a video diary and stuff.
Wherever she decides to put it up, she might decide to put it up on our channel. Who knows? But wherever she decides to put it up, I'll link you to that in the down below section. Cool. So we covered who we are.
Yeah.
What got you into Doctor Who then, Gwen?
It was basically by accident. I got up to do a night shift really early on a Saturday.
When was this?
Halfway through, well, Series 6.
Okay,
I'm still a newbie.
So she's got a good newbie then.
And
she got introduced with Matt Smith era.
Yeah.
You got hooked on Matt Smith.
Much
like me then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High five! Woo! Woo! We are just too similar sometimes.
Matt Swift. Matt Smith twins. But yeah, since then obviously you
I watched it on accident because I got up for a night shift but too early, and it was on, and I was paying attention but not. But like when I got to like the next time bit at the end, I was like clinging to the edge of the sofa, like, oh my god, I need to wake up early next weekend. And then from then on, that was it.
Which episode was it? What was happening in the episode? So it's Series 6. I bet I can tell.
It was
Do you remember anything?
It was when like 2 episodes before River was regenerating as like a little girl or something like that. Do you remember?
River was a little girl?
Yeah, when she was in like the dumpster in New York, like regenerating.
That was the second episode, so was it the first one? Was it the one with the astronaut?
It might have been. It might have been the start of Series 6, a good time to start. That was a really good series.
Yeah, we're assuming it was the start of Series 6. Which also like...
My first official episode was Blink. That was like... I was on over my godmother's house because my cousin was really into it when he was like little. And it was on, I wasn't paying attention, but I could see stuff happening like in the corner of my eye. Oh, where you never want to look. So that was my first official episode. But because I didn't actually pay attention, I didn't watch anything after that. It wasn't like, it's not really like that official, because obviously from the first time you watch it properly, that's when you get addicted.
Technically, my first official one was the first one with Christopher Eccleston, because my parents obviously watched the series before.
My parents didn't. My parents were losers.
Yeah, well the thing is, right,
Sorry! Love you, Mum and Dad!
We got it on video. So technically, my first episode was Christopher Eccleston, just because my parents are like, ooh, Doctor Who. Like,
just to see what it was about, like,
because it was a big thing, like the revival of Doctor Who was a big thing. My parents were just like, oh, pretty cool.
It's back.
Give it a watch.
Back again.
And they really liked, they really enjoyed Christopher Eccleston. And
I did enjoy it. I don't think he has enough credit for being the Doctor.
Yeah, my parents, for some reason, like, I mean, each to their own. I've heard a lot of people, some people have the opinion that some people don't like Matt Smith because they were too hooked on David Tennant. Some people say the stories with Matt Smith in are quite fast, and you've got to keep
track of it all.
Keep track. But I mean, that's not necessarily something that is a bad thing about the episode.
But the thing is, like, Russell T Davies and Stephen Moffat are completely different writers.
Yeah, and to be honest, yes, so with some episodes you do have to keep up with it. But with a lot of episodes from...
I do like a main sort of storyline. I do like that idea. Like, little storylines going on, but there's like a deep one, there's one a bit further,
Yeah, and I think, especially with story arcs, where story arcs are concerned, I've got a lot more hooked with Stephen Moffat episodes rather than Russell T Davies. But, Russell T Davies did have that really, really cool story arc with Bad Wolf. It was really good.
Yeah, that was good.
But,
we had a couple of Bad Wolf moments today, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Both in Primark. Don't shout at me! Primark.
She calls Primark because she's Welsh.
Because I'm Welsh. I'm Welsh and awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, we seen a wolf onesie.
We seen, did we?
We saw?
Yeah, we saw.
A wolf onesie, and I was like, we should put bad
on there.
And then we seen a t-shirt with bad on. We should have put them together. We should have put them together and stood there. We didn't think that fast.
And Bad Wolf. Sorry, I see all of time and I divide it. There's my song. Oh, it doesn't work with it. Thing about these screwdrivers.
I got quite a little finger though, so I can do it.
Just for all the people that have never used a Matt Smith screwdriver, right? The thing is, right, you can
extend.
Whilst it's like this, you can press this and it glows and does the noise. Yeah. When you extend, pressing this button, you can't press that. So that's why they've got this little red button here.
But unless you've got dinky fingers like me, I can squeeze my finger in between.
There's a little mini button there where if you press that, it does that.
So I can do it with my thumb.
It's because you've got dinky thumbs.
Little fingers.
But yeah, basically when it's extended, it doesn't do that. So you have to press that to make it go, yeah? Good to know, yeah? Good to know.
We're doing like a show me, tell me
That's
sort
a
of.
how-to, yeah?
How-to with a sonic screwdriver.
So, what's your favourite episode?
Well, it was The Doctor's Wife.
Neil
It's
Gaiman.
it's still up there. But I mean, after seeing Hyde and the Crimson Horror and The Name of the Doctor, so they're like my top 4.
What do you like a lot about Hyde then?
I just thought it was brilliant. It was gripping. It was dark, kind of quite mysterious.
Did it have the same sort of qualities that you saw in Blink, or was it different, or was it sort of
different.
on the same level
Yeah.
as Blink? In the sense that it sort of kind of keeps you
On your toes.
it's sort of dark and you sort of think something.
I think it was darker than Blink.
Yeah, do you?
Then it turned out to be quite a nice little like love
Yeah.
story at the end. It was like, oh.
That was really unexpected at the end of
Yeah,
Blink.
like yeah.
Because I literally just thought they were going to
The
end it with like a monster being there,
The
and
end
they all
of
got
Blink,
out.
you said. Not the end of Blink. I mean,
Sorry, I
Hyde.
didn't. I meant the end of Hyde. They're
Good
both
job. Somebody's paying attention.
both one-syllable episodes. Easy to get confused. Blink and you missed it.
Angels and
Yeah,
love
sorry.
monsters. They're completely different.
All right.
In a
When?
haunted house. But yeah, the Crimson Horror. I loved that.
Yeah, it was awesome. Well, I liked that episode, but my favourite episode of Series 7, if we're talking about Series 7, was, well, let's completely ignore The Name of the Doctor, because...
Yeah, that's everybody's favourite
Without
episode.
saying The Name of the Doctor was my favourite episode, but, just because of all the classic footage and...
Everything that went on.
And the fact that, like, they
It's the
still
build
haven't...
up, it's the build
it's
up
a
to the
big build-up.
50th, yeah.
So, if we forget about that, my favourite episode was probably... I think... I really, like, if we're talking about episodes as a whole episode, I really liked The Bells of St. John.
When I watched that, I had to watch it twice. Like, I watched it and I was like, oh, that was good. When I watched it the second time, I enjoyed it that even a bit more.
Yeah, it's one of those episodes, you enjoy it more as you watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
But if we're talking about particular parts of episodes that actually add to the episode as a whole, right, I would say my favourite episode, if we're talking about specific parts making the episode amazing, is The Rings of Akaton.
I did. Not a lot of people like that one, but I did.
I really like it because, you know...
Do you know what I loved about it?
What?
The fact, like, with one song, everybody can, like, come together, and they thought, we'll forget our differences, and we're going to do this together. And they were all, like, swaying back, and they were all, like, friends, and I really loved, like, the communal sort of feel of that.
I enjoyed the insight into Clara's life in that episode. Oh, hello.
What?
Wait, let me get the flowers on it.
Oh.
Yeah, so I enjoyed the insight into Clara's life into that episode.
That's like a child, isn't it?
At the start of the episode, obviously, you see that whole leaf thing,
Falling.
and how she came into the world as a leaf. You'll find all of this out if you watch it. And as you go through the episode, because it's her first trip with the Doctor, you start to find a bit more out about Clara. You sort of get to know her a bit more. It's definitely a good episode for her.
Yeah.
And it's obviously got that gripping moment at the end with the huge sun, and the Doctor has that really emotional speech. Honestly, I was like, if I've ever been close to crying during a Doctor Who episode,
then!
it was that
Take
moment.
it! Take it all, baby!
From the episodes that we've seen of Matt Smith, I think there's been a huge amount of diversity as far as the emotional, like the sort of...
There's happy, sad, sorrow,
yeah.
everything.